Yeah.
It's game time in Los Angeles. From the Staples Center, all the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. Washington is working their way through a road trip into today's game. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Well, Kevin, it's the last time they'll see these guys this year. Remember, they only play each other twice during the regular season. And after that loss in the first game, I would expect them to be very motivated here early on.
Yeah, you know, going winless against any team, you don't want that on your resume. No sirree. So I think that in itself will be motivation enough to try to change things up.
All right, you're up. Oh, yeah.
Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation in early 2013. And for the first time in LA, Clark, a bit of uncertainty in that leadership situation.
Yep. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, and injuries as well. And just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers had hoped or wanted it to.
And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from the Beast. Just an amazing story we have here, Clark. Here is someone who has had to scrap and fight every bit of the way, but now he's made it on his own to an NBA floor.
You know, he got passed over by all 30 NBA teams during the draft, but he stuck with his dream, and now here he is. I mean, let's hope he can make the best of it.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second generation businesses have a high failure rate. Only time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the year.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
And it's Kobe missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. And you know, for the Lakers with the harder cap, they can't outspend like they used to. The internet players like Durant don't need to be in a big market to get exposure like it was in days past. So the Lakers will need to outsmart other teams to continue their success.
Here's Nash after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Bryant got his second bucket of the night.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Now here's Wall, coming off a solid outing against Denver. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Nene kicks the Wall. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Past few weeks, let's see how Washington stacks up. Second in blocks, 11th in three-point field goal percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers. When you can be in that company, you're giving yourself a chance to be a winning team.
And Clark, let's talk about those blocks, because you know what that does? When you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more.
Davis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Henry, covered by Miller. Then kicks to Johnson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his position.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too. Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now here's Wall. He has 5. From 6 feet, here's the beast. Davis with some nice deep.
Good glass work there. Rebounds have been a little tough to come by for them in this quarter.
Well, it looks to me like they're still finding their way out there, but it is early.
Here's Henry. No scoring yet from him, but that's going to change.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Who could forget Jeremy Lin's dynamic and dramatic emergence with the Knicks back in early 2012? He went from an end-of-the-bench type player struggling out, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from the Beast.
That's a basket he'll never forget. Guys, the only question now is how many more of them does he have ahead?
I know the answer to that one, Steve. A bunch. It's not going to take him long to get him either. This guy can score.
Lynn dishes to Kelly. At the Lynn. Shot clock at 5. Right at the free throw line. And that one's good.
You know, and whether or not Jeremy Lin enjoys celebrity, the NBA was certainly taking advantage of his popularity in Asia last season. The Rockets played a couple of preseason games in Taiwan, and even as he joins the Lakers now, I still think that'll be something the league and the Lakers will be able to take advantage of.
Here's Webster, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Henry with it. Davis with a screen on Miller. Henry passes to Lynn. Pass to Henry. Fires from deep. That is good. Henry's got 6 points.
And you know, despite all the attention and promotion, Lynn is still a young player with room to grow. Probably not a star, but from an undrafted player glued to the bench in his first 2 seasons, he has come a long way.
It's really an admirable story. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Davis with a screen on Miller. Davis sets a screen. Lynn kicks to Davis. The rebound by the Beast. And it's Miller penetrating. And it's good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Lynn. Again, Los Angeles.
And this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Lakers ahead. It's been a tight one so far as we get... Davis is checked in for Hill. Ian Kelly comes in for Randall. Johnson, he's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Nash in for Xavier Henry. The Wizards also changing it up. The Beast, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Humphreys comes in for Gortat. And John Wall subbed in for Andre Miller. So the Wizards 5 right now. Beal and Webster out on the perimeter. Chris Humphreys is out there with the Beast, and it's Wall in at the 1. The Beast, the kick out to Wall. Webster with the screen for Wall. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the offensive rebounding has been really impressive so far as well. So I really like this team's effort tonight.
Beal against Davis. Here's the beast. It's good. This game is all even.
Nobody beats the beast.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nash dishes to Lynn. Nash the pass to Lynn. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 5 to shoot. Davis kicks to Lynn. That's blocked. Wall dishes to Beal. From 13, that is good. Beal's got the lead up to 2 now for Washington.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Nash outside. Now here is Davis. Not a lot of room. No good. Wizards shooting 44% from the floor since we began the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, what a busy summer the Washington Wizards had. They brought in a lot of veterans, Juwan Blair, Chris Humphries, and Paul Pierce. They're hoping that influx of experience will enable them to take the next step in a wide-open Eastern Conference. They've added some real depth in their front court, Kevin.
DC fans have to be excited. Thank you, Doris. Ball against Nash. The pass to the beast. Humphries with a screen on Davis. Here's the beast. The shot will not go. And the Lakers going the other way now. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Kevin, I kept waiting for them to get back into that game. It seemed like they were capable of it, but it just never happened.
Well, I didn't see it, Steve. I mean, you had much more faith in them than I did. I didn't think they were showing any signs of life. We were watching the same thing, but perceiving is different.
They set the screen. Beal makes for 2. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Beal, the pass to the beast. Moves off the pick and hammers it home.
Boy, pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
That's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it, they can stop you.
Man, that's good. Nash has got his first points of the night.
So he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
And a tight game here as we end the...
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. For the most part.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
Hey, Rook, good job. For your first time out, you look right at home.
Thanks, man. I just try not to force anything, let the game come to me.
That's what we do. Too bad your big effort was wasted.
Wasted.
Yeah, you got yours, but the team didn't. In this league, W's are all that matter. We got to hit it hard again tomorrow. See what we got to do to string some wins together.
Hey, man, I'm going to do everything in my power to help this team win. Shoot, I'm just on a 10-day contract, so I'm going to work like there's no tomorrow. Because for me, there isn't a tomorrow. I got to get signed.
That's what I like to hear. You keep that attitude. You might have a chance to last in this league.
Sure gonna try.